been dishevelled and windswept. I've just got back from a dog walk to find some exciting posts, which I thought I'd share with you. So these are a gift. Lovely Alice got in touch when we were skiing, and she said that she had found my YouTube channel really helpful, and she wanted to send me something as a thank you, and could she have my dress? And I just was so touched. She's got a company called Pears Scotland, and it is socks, and I am going to share them with you. And let's have a look at what Alice has kindly sent me. Oh my goodness, she sent me so many pairs and the most gorgeous card. I hope putting on these socks brings you some unexpected joy on cold mornings. With very best wishes, Alice. Look at those. They look so gorgeous. So, oh my goodness, this is such a treat. Mohair socks. Now, apparently these are incredible. Navy and pink, and then alpaca calf length, alpaca bed socks, and another alpaca calf length. So I'm going to show you up close. So these are like a smooth knit. Florence is playing with a toy. And then those are ribbed. Navy is my absolute favourite. Oh, this is such a treat. I can't tell you how ranky-manky my socks are. And then this sort of like heather pink. And the alpaca, I like the smooth knit too. And these bed socks. I mean, what a treat. Such a treat. Do you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try these navy ones on now, because I'm not wearing any socks. My socks, I left my wellies outside, and the heavens opened into my boots, and I put them by the Arga to dry out, but they were still pretty wet. Oh, look. And I find that I wear my socks, I haven't done that very well, I wear my socks like that with my welly boots. It's the only downside to La Chameau, I can't speak, La Chameau welly boots. I've got the neoprene ones, and they suck your socks off if you don't like hike them up. So these are the perfect length, and I'm actually going to throw away some of my other pairs because they are disgusting. They've served me well, but there is a time and place. In fact, I'm not going to tuck my sock over now because I've done my walk for the day. My boots are back by the Arga drying. But a huge thank you to Alice at Pears Scotland. I mean, such a treat, and just really gorgeous. Such lovely quality. So I'm very excited. I shall be parading around in my new socks. In fact, I might go and sort my sock drawer out and have a good throwaway. Then up next, these are things I have bought for myself. Try to sneak them in without sign noticing. But actually, Boden had a 20% off, so I took advantage of it. And I just thought I'd get some things for the spring. So I thought I'd show you. I will try these on properly. So this is a dress, which I'm quite excited to try. I want to get a little bit more feminine. Dresses aren't very practical for my lifestyle with the animals and the dogs and things, but sometimes it's nice to dress up and be girly. So I'm looking forward to trying this on. I will show you properly, but we're going away in the summer with my uncle, and I just thought this would be perfect for summer holidays, and it's got pockets, and then actually on holidays I could layer it, I could put something on underneath. And then I got myself, again, trying to be a little bit more feminine. I absolutely live in jeans all the time, and it gets quite boring. And I've got a friend, Frances, Frilly Mrs. On Instagram, and she always looks so feminine and so girly. So actually I went for slightly longer length in the denim skirt. Whereas in the past I've had kind of like mini skirts, And I thought, actually, we're in our 40s now. We need to be a little bit, I don't know, not show quite so much leg. And my legs are so battered from all the accidents. They seem to be covered in scars. I don't know what it is. I keep walking into things and I've got so many scars up this leg. So then I spotted this, which I just thought was really pretty. It's got sort of broderie anglaise around the neck and sleeves, sort of t-shirty material, and just, I live in white tops. I know it's so boring, but actually really nice under jumper. I thought it'd be quite fun under my dungarees. I thought it was just really pretty and really feminine. So I liked that. And then the last thing was this, and I have got a top that's really similar, which I must have bought. Well, I remember wearing it with Mum, and I've had it for a few years then, so it's probably actually pushing about 10 years. I got it in J. Crew. I love J. Crew, and this is quite similar, but the white one that I've got has really seen better days. And so it's just really pretty, just kind of easy to wear. Would look really great with that skirt, but it does look quite wide. Anyway, I shall have a try on and see what I think. And then a Lakeland delivery. I just love Lakeland. So these are moulds for making your own Easter eggs, because I'm planning on doing an Easter course and I thought they would just be really fun for that. A lot of pairs, in fact 6 pairs, because I had a discount code. I love a discount code. For if I spent over £50, I got 20% off or something like that. And so I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to stock up on these. These are best rubber gloves in the entire world. My lovely friend Nina, who I ran Sleepy Cozy Children's Nightwear with, got me into these. And I think it was her mother-in-law who got her into them. They are just, when you put your hand in, they just feel so wonderful and luxurious for rubber gloves. So I have stocked up on these. I keep a pair. I often talk about the fact that I'm always wearing gloves. I keep a pair by the kitchen sink, I have a pair by the laundry room sink, and I have a pair up in the yard. And when I'm cleaning tack, when I'm washing up, when I'm doing, you know, anything, that's how I keep my nails looking good, is by putting rubber gloves on. And these are just really, really lovely ones. And then I got these to try. They're circular silicone stretch lids. I'm trying not to use cling film as much as possible, you know, just trying to kind of cut back. I'm trying to be more sustainable, and I'm just thinking about the things that I'm kind of using and doing, and just trying to go for kind of better reusable options. So I thought I would give these a whirl. They come in a set of 6, and they're silicone lids in different shapes that you can kind of pop over things rather than using cling film. So I thought I would give those a try. And also I got these, which I thought would be great when I'm making bread. They're a little bit like shower caps. I've had these before, and I just, actually, they don't last forever, but they do last, you know, quite a long time. They're good. And these are again a set of different sizes, so they literally are, should I put one on? They're literally like a shower cap. I never wear a shower cap because I don't, but my mother used to wear shower caps the whole time. She had wonderful kind of frilly, florally fun shower caps. It's not a shower cap. It's not a shower cap. But it's to put over your bowl when your bread's proving. And I will wash that one before I use it now. But there you are. Just a really kind of good alternative to cling film. So that is my haul from Boden, Lakeland, and these really gorgeous socks from Pears, Scotland. So I've had a shower, I have washed my hair, I've put a little bit of makeup on, I haven't gone to town because actually I'm not going anywhere very exciting today. I've just sort of put natural. I'm wearing my robe. I get lots of questions about this. It's from King's Framers in Lewes, and I just love it. It's really lightweight, easy. I don't like big heavy dressing gowns. I don't like to feel weighed down by them, but this is just great. It's really easy when you're traveling as well. But anyway, I'm going to try these on and let's see what you think. So first up, we have got the denim skirt and the white top. Now, I love this white top, but it is too big for me. So I'm going to see if they have a smaller size and try and change it. And if they don't, I'm actually going to keep it and take it in myself, because I am actually a bit of a dab hand with a needle and thread, so I could easily just take that in. But I think it is so pretty. I love the neckline. I just don't like that part about it. The skirt is fab, and actually putting it with this top like this, I would just wear it with Converse, you know, in the summer, just really kind of comfy, really easy. I haven't done the zip up. I love it. I love the length. I think it's super. Okay, so I've teamed the skirt with this, which I absolutely love, and I'm definitely keeping this. Look how gorgeous the cuffs are, and I just love it. It's really comfy. I've put some tights on with my boots, but can you see my ankles are so tiny? I just don't think it works with that length boot. I think I need boots up to here, and my pair, I've got heels, like kind of pointy heels and pointy boots, but they're not kind of everyday mumming around clothes, boots. I just want some kind of flat, easy boots. So I think I'm definitely going to keep the skirt, because I think it'll be great in the spring, summer with kind of naked legs. But I need to sort out the boots, because these ones don't work. I look ridiculous. The downside is skinny little legs, but this top is gorgeous, and I'm definitely keeping that. Okay, I have put this dress on and I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. It has got pockets. It's the most beautiful cotton, and I just feel really feminine, really pretty in it. I have put my trainers on, and you know, just really easy. But you could dress this up. You could put, you know, some pretty wedges. You could put, you know, heels, whatever. You can dress it down. It's really versatile. It's really comfy, and I love it. You can also go for the sort of slightly off the shoulder look. So actually, it'd be quite nice if you were just sort of sitting out in the garden and wanted to sort of tan this area. Yeah, really kind of lovely, easy to wear dress. It's a bit chilly. You can just put a cardigan on. So this is definitely staying. Let me know what you think. What do you like? What don't you like? What do you think of the skirt? Shall I keep it? I think I will get lots of wear out of it. And actually, I quite like the length being knee length. And I think this, I'm actually going to wear this now. I think this is just gorgeous. I'm really thrilled with that. I know I have loads of white tops, but I love them. And I think you have to kind of stick with what you love, what you enjoy wearing, and find kind of the basics that suit you. And you know, so I will jazz up a white top with either a piece of jewellery. If I don't often change my necklace, but I do have some quite fun necklaces I could put on with it. I do love navy, but I could put like a pink jumper, I could put something bright and vibrant. And I just find white basics work really well kind of for my lifestyle, and then just add in a bit of colour with knitwear. So I've just put my earrings in and just teamed this with a navy cardigan. I think I live in kind of jeans, a white top and a navy cardi, but it's lovely. And in the winter I live in polo necks, but we've got a bit of spring weather, which is really exciting, but it's still chilly. So these socks I have been enjoying so much. I've tried all of them, but got the grey that I'm going to wear today. These jeans are really old and ripped, but actually I am going to clean the B&B, so I'm just being comfy and going for comfort and warmth. But honestly, these socks are just so gorgeous, so lovely. So do go and check out Pears Scotland. I'll link everything in the description below, and do leave me your comments. I love hearing from you. I love kind of feedback, so let me know what you like and what you think. I'm really pleased with this frilly little number. It is such a lovely sunny day, and I am going up to the B&B room to clean it. We've had a guest staying for a few nights and I haven't been in yet. I thought I'd take you up there with me, and some wood stored there, a couple of children's scooters as well. It's such a wonderful view. There are the ponies. I can't wait till the fields are dry enough and they can go out. And a bit of wind damage over there as well. That net's come down. We need to sort that out. Awful stormy weather, but this has a lovely view. So I'm going to take you inside and we will get to cleaning. The sunlight is flooding in. It's actually not too bad, but it needs a jolly good, deep, thorough clean. And so I'm going to do that with you. You may have wondered why I was huffing and puffing. I was carrying this as well, which is actually quite heavy. So I use these IKEA bags for the linen. So I take the dirty linen over to the house in an IKEA bag, wash it, put it back, and then bring it over. And that's my system that works really well. I have 3 sets of bed linen and towels for the B&B, and for the holiday lets down in Devon as well. I just find it so much easier to have 3 sets rather than 2. And then if you've got a quick changeover, it doesn't matter. You've always got clean sheets at the ready. I got slightly waylaid. I decided that actually I was going to take the dogs for a walk. The guest that was here, that has just left, had a dog up here, and it's really filthy, and there's black dog hair everywhere, so it's going to take me quite a lot longer to clean than I had originally thought. And then in the meantime, I spoke to a friend who is from the Ukraine, and she lives in England. Her family are still there, and it really was an emotional conversation with her. And I think, I'm not going to go into it, but all I could say was, darling, we are praying, and let's hope that this ends really soon. And I think I was talking to Simon about it too, because he's just come home as well, and he said, it's really affected me. And I said, well, it's really affected me. And I was chatting to a friend yesterday who had a migraine, and she said, I think it's because of everything that's happening at the moment, and the worry and the distress from it. And I'm not going to talk about it too much on my channels, because it's not, it's not my area of expertise at all, but it does affect us. It does affect our children. I've had, particularly with Gus, some really quite, I don't know what the word is, distressing conversations. It's on his mind the whole time. The others too, but he really takes everything in. He doesn't miss anything, and he hears the news, and yeah, it's very distressing. Anyhow, I better get cleaning, so I'm going to tackle this. First of all, strip the beds and yeah, get going. And the reason why I do the B&B here is to pay for the ponies and a bit extra. So, gotta be done. It's a good job I like cleaning. I think quite possibly the dog was in bed too, the amount of dog hairs everywhere. And actually it was only one guest, but this bed hasn't been slept in, but there is dog hair everywhere. Oh my goodness. There's dog, when it's shook, mud splatters. Oh, I'm gonna need to soak these sheets. I don't know if you, well, yes, you can see that. And that's from the bed that wasn't slept in. Anyhow, as I always say to myself, do things with a gracious heart. So I'm going to have a gracious heart about this and just tackle it. Oh boy, I have been hoovering for quite a long time. Thank goodness for my melee cat and dog. But I'm finding that I'm quite out of breath. See, it's a good workout cleaning. I'm having to take, well, okay, I'm gonna sit down for a sec. So normally when I clean, I would vacuum the floor last, but actually everywhere I look, even on that chair there is hair, and it is just, yeah, long and difficult to get up. So I'm having to take the end off and just literally I'm doing the whole place because there's dog hair literally everywhere. Anyway, yeah, normally I would vacuum last, but because the floor is just so disgusting, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna vacuum and then I'm gonna clean, and then I'll probably vacuum again at the end because it's quite bad in here. We do allow dogs, obviously, as I've said, and you know, I think it's nice for people to bring their dogs. Normally I charge for dogs for additional cleaning, and actually this guest I didn't, and I'm really kicking myself that I didn't charge. I normally charge £15 for when a dog comes to stay. Anyhow, yeah, the carpet in here is not perfect. It's not great at all. We've looked into replacing it, but we need to replace the underlay as well, and it's going to cost actually about £1,000, which is quite a lot of money. And if I put new carpet in here, then I'm going to actually say no dogs. And so at the moment I thought, well, do you know what, we can make do, and we'll need to get professional cleaners in again because there's some marks that need tackling that I can't do. But I think it's sad for people not to be able to bring their dogs, but when it's left like this, you kind of think, is it worth it? I'm not sure it is. Anyhow, yeah, so normally I would vacuum last, but I'm just going to crack on and get this done as quickly and as thoroughly as I possibly can. So, yeah. I've done all of the vacuuming. Do you know what? That took me an hour, and now I've got to clean. But I lied when I said I had a pair in the kitchen, a pair in the laundry and a pair in the stables. I got a pair over here too, and I'm putting them on now and going to get cleaning everywhere. I finally finished cleaning in here. I just need to make the beds and titivate and do all of the washing up. But I decided to put a podcast on. It's about house cows, which is really, really interesting. It just sort of automatically came on. I was listening to Sarah Raven and Arthur Parkinson's podcast about gardening, and then this just came on, and she was quite fascinating. I've always wanted a house cow, but Simon, it's no way. And actually we couldn't have one here because we couldn't. Anyhow, I am going to make the beds and then just do the finishing touches. All of my sheets for the B&Bs are from the White Company, and I just find it easier to stick with white bed linens because if there's nasty marks on them, then you can get them out and you can put them in bleach or vanish or whatever it is, depending on the stain, and I just find that easier, and I love the quality of the White Company bed linen. So yeah, crack on and make these beds. You might wonder why I have double duvets on single beds, and that is because I think single duvets are just useless. They're totally pathetic. you roll over and they just come off. So I like to go for double duvets on all my single beds, just for a kind of cozier experience. I am out of breath, it's quite hard work. Anyway, must get going because there is lots to do, and the children will be back from school soon. So the room is done, and I thought I'd quickly show you around. It's a little bit difficult with the sunlight streaming in. Here's a table for breakfast with a microwave, a toaster and a kettle, and I need to do the washing up and bring over bread and homemade granola and things like that. There's a little fridge as well, and then TV over there, little area to get ready, twin beds, and then into the bathroom. So there is a full bath there, sink, loo and shower cubicle. So this is our little B&B. So I'm on a bicycle, Cokes is on her pony, and I've got the dogs. I don't like to ride with Coco if I've got the dogs with me, and the dogs need to walk. Coco wanted to ride, so I thought, do you know what, she can ride twice today, and I will get, well, I want to say on my bike, actually on Gus's bike. I've had to like proceed. Mine had a flat tyre, which is pretty irritating. Anyway, Sigh's very good with punches, so he will be repairing that. The boys are playing tennis this morning, which is really lovely, and I'm planning a bit of seed sowing and various things in the garden, which will be really, really lovely. Anyway, I shall show you what I get up to later on. But yeah, it's such a beautiful day. I'm not very good at cycling one-handed. Oh, there's Lola having a poo there. Caught on camera. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate and yeah, chat to you later. This little one needs a bit of groom. She's, I feel like she's too young to take to the groomers, but we are having a little bit of an issue in some areas, mainly her bottom. She's had a bath this morning, but there is so much hair, it kind of sometimes gets caught, which is pretty gross. I've got one of these, which I find really, really good for giving her a good brush. I'm not going to use the clippers on her yet. I think she's just too little. But we are going to have a good groom and a little bit of a trim in some areas. I know, sweetheart, I know. And this is something that when I'm trimming or when I'm clipping Penny, I tend to do it outside, and then the hair just blows away, and it's such a lovely, well, I say warm, I'm wearing a bowler neck. It is still a bit chilly, but it's not too cold for her. Good girl. There we are, one groomed sausage, and I just feel like having a little trim around her bottom area will make life a little bit easier. And she's so fluffy and such a good girl. You absolutely loved your bath. I bathed her in the laundry room sink. It's a perfect size, and you were just so good. You were so good, my little girl. Such a sweetheart. Penny is enjoying the sunshine. Yes, you're wagging your tail, darling. You are. This is my asparagus bed, which looks like nothing at the moment, but you can see some of the crowns and the roots are popping up. So I need to put some compost in here. So I'm going to go up and see if I've got some well-rotted horse manure, which I hope I have in one of the top paddocks, and pop that on here. My rhubarb is looking really good, but my greenhouse is looking an absolute tip. So I'm going to spend some time in there tidying once I've got the compost. I think that is the plan. And a wheelbarrow full of bits that I need to go and put on the compost. And tackle in here, I want to plant, well not plant, but sow my sweet pea seeds. So I'm going to, well, yeah, spend the next couple of hours out here having a good old sort out. This first barrow is homemade compost. I thought I'd actually put that on there first and then go and top up with horse manure. I'm quite out of breath having pushed the wheelbarrow up here, but look, you can see my shadow. A whole pile of manure that's pretty well rotted. I think it's going to be perfect to use actually at the moment on that asparagus bed, and I'll probably put it on the roses as well in the next couple of weeks. I'd like it to have been a little bit more rotted, but I'm going to use it. Time to tackle my greenhouse. There's quite a lot to sort out in here. I'm not even really sure where to start, but I think I'm going to start just cutting back. I will bring you up closer, but my geraniums and fuchsias that spend the winter in here just need cutting back. They need a bit of attention, a bit of love, and then the new growth will come through. So I'm going to do that, I think, first, and then tidy the rest. So I'm just going to cut off the dead, but this geranium just needs a little bit of TLC, and then it will be lovely to plant out again. I just carefully tidy them up. You can see the new growth coming through. I just need a bit of water and a bit of love. Can see there's a bit of new growth there, so I've left those bits a little bit longer, but it's always exciting seeing some new growth coming through, so I shall give this a good water and put a little bit more fresh compost on the top. I've had a bit of a tidy and a bit of a sort in here, and I have just got my root trainers out for my sweet peas. Now I should have put my sweet peas in January, but I didn't. I've been preoccupied with other things and hadn't got up here to do it. So I've got these ready. These are amazing for sweet peas, and I reuse them. I don't know how old these are, probably about 4 or 5 years old. And if you look after them, they last really, really well. So I have got 3 here ready, and I've got some seed sowing compost that I'm just going to fill them up with. I'm not going to sow my sweet peas today. I'm actually going to soak them and then put them in tomorrow, but I thought I would just prepare these today. So here goes. It's so beautiful being up here, and it's just amazing weather. So they are full. They are ready for tomorrow, which is exciting. I love growing sweet peas. You've got to be so careful though of mice. Mice love to eat them, so make you know, precautions for mice. Either put a trap in or something, but just be really, really aware. It's so disheartening when you have little sweet pea shoots just starting out and you come back to check on them and they've disappeared, and it will probably be mice. So just be very careful of that. I thought I had something crawling on me. Anyhow, I'm going to go and ride with Coco in a moment. The boys have just called. Gus has had a fencing tournament this afternoon. He loves fencing, and so Archie was really keen to go and watch him and support, and I think Sigh said he was 7th out of 18, which is really, really excellent. He hasn't been fencing for that long, and so they're very excited. So Gus isn't riding with us this afternoon, it's just Coco and I. Second ride of the day for Coco, she's so enthusiastic, and she wants to do a little bit of bareback as well. I've told her she can't hack bareback. That is a little bit too dangerous and risky, but she can do a little bit of practicing in the sand school when we get back from our ride. So I'm going to go and put my joggers on and get out with the ponies. So you might wonder what on earth I am doing, but I am just going to soak my sweet peas. So I've got a little bit of water here, which I'm going to put on the kitchen roll. Possibly a little bit much. And I have gone this year for these. So we have got Spencer Special Mix and a True Fragrance Mix. And I'm hoping that they are going to be wonderful and successful. I have tried, I didn't open that very well. I've tried lots of different varieties, but we are going for these this year. So those are the Spencers, and I'm just going to make a note. Well, I will leave the packet, and then when I put them in the root trainers, I make sure that I mark them with what they are, if that makes sense, so I know which variety I've got going on. Penny and Flo are playing behind me, and Tess and Maud are pottering around somewhere. Shush, girls. And I may actually need some more. I have got some more seeds in the greenhouse, so I shall go and dig those out, because I'm not sure that this is going to be quite enough. So I'm going to put that packet on there. In fact, I've just felt there's a few more in the bottom. Let's get those out. And I put, shush, Florence, don't be noisy. I put 1 seed per root trainer is how I do it. So I'm just going to leave these on here until probably tomorrow afternoon, and then I shall show you how I sow them. Yes, I know, it's very exciting, isn't it? Growing sweet peas. It is, it is, it is. I have just remembered that I bought these from Paris. Paris actually lives down at the end of the lane. Paris Alma flowers, and I've got lots and lots of seed packets from Paris. And I had forgotten that there was sweet peas in one of the packets. So I'm going to put these on this plate, which is really exciting. So now I'm definitely going to have plenty of sweet peas. And Paris is a flower farmer. Let's move the camera up slightly. Loads of washing behind me. This is how we roll at the weekend. Paris is a flower farmer. She does things so beautifully. And these are her seeds that she has, picked and saved. And actually, they're a really good size. They look amazing. So I'm excited to try these. So these are Paris's cutting garden mix, hardy annuals for early bloom, so undercover. Ooh. October onwards, or so January onwards, and plant out April, May, so that's fine. January onwards, it's the beginning of March, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. They will be fine. I might just put a tiny bit more water on there for those. But I just love sweet peas. They are amazing. They smell incredible, and they just keep coming and coming and coming if you pick them. So I'm really excited to get these planted tomorrow. It's a gorgeous boy. He was so filthy. I've just had to wash his legs and tail. They were revolting. But we're just tacking up. In fact, it looks like his neck's not overly clean either. Yes, Colin, we're getting going in a minute. Mummy's going to stop prattling. And Coco's over there tacking Cassie up. We are on board. Simon has got the dogs and Cokes and I are going to have a lovely hike. It is such a beautiful afternoon, it's just amazing. And I've just heard, and Colin has heard too, the baby lambs in the field. It's the first lambs of the year and it's so gorgeous to hear them. So I'm going to try and show them to you whilst on board, if I possibly can. Here's Cokes. Can you hear them? I love that sound. It's just so gorgeous. Colin's ears are pricked. Look. Look at them. Here's Sigh with the dogs. Lola is coming on really, really well. And Bonnie's getting old. She's suddenly aged, hasn't she, darling? Good girl. This little lamb is stuck on the other side of the fence, so I have just dismounted Colin and come over to try and get it through. I think it can actually come in under the gate. It just needs directing. Come on! Come on, little one! Mission accomplished. It is back with its mummy. There's Simon and Colin. So we got back from our lovely hike and Coco's decided she's going to do a little bit of bareback. And I've got to do the poo picking while she's doing that. Well done, darling. So good for your balance and your core. So while I was just finishing the ponies, Sigh put the roast chicken in the oven and he has done the potatoes and actually he's done quite a lot. He's done stuffing, I'm doing the gravy, I've done Savoy cabbage, carrots in there, bread sauce, and this is our Sunday evening roast, which we normally have at lunchtime. Oh my goodness, look, I really need to clean my Olga. We normally have it at lunchtime in the winter, but it's such a beautiful kind of first day of spring today that we are having it at the end of the day because I really wanted to get as much done in the garden as possible, and Gussie had his fencing tournament at lunchtime. So here is our Sunday feast. That looks revolting, but it's most delicious. Bread sauce, gravy. Oh, I've dribbled. Simon's done some slightly different potatoes today, but that is perfect. I need him to carve. We've got some chipolatas because Gussie's a bit funny when it comes to chicken, so he can have some sausages. And then carrots and cabbage. So look at this mountain. It is all ski jackets and salopettes that I am going to wash, and I thought I would show you how I wash them. Now you might not ski, you might not have ski washing to do, but you might have winter coats that you want to wash, and so this is exactly the same principle of washing winter coats as I wash the ski gear. So I thought I would take you into the laundry room and show you exactly what I do, because it's really important that you don't wash coats that are waterproof with detergent in the way that you would wash clothes, because you take out of the fabric the waterproof qualities, and so when it pees with rain your coat is no longer waterproof, and it's really frustrating, and we possibly have all done it at some point and then kicked ourselves. So I want to show you how to wash your coats, your ski gear, and it stay waterproof. So welcome to my laundry room, and little Florence loves nothing more than a pile of washing. She's just sat on the salopettes that I'm going to wash and thought that she'd have a nice snuggly time in there, but darling, you can't because they're going in the washing machine. So you don't want to put too much in one go. 2 items. So I'm actually putting these gloves in and 2 pairs of salopettes. I'm just going to check the pockets first. It's really important that you don't have something like a tissue in there. And then in they go. Now I am using this NYX wax, and I've been using this ever since we have we've taken the children skiing. So it's got to be about 10 years, and I think this stuff is absolutely great. You have 2 bottles. So this is the Tech Wash, and this is the TX Wash Direct Wash In. So that is the waterproofing part. This is the washing part. So the 2 kind of work together. Now you can get this for down. So if you've got like a puff jacket, then you can they do a different one, and I will link this below in the description of this video for you. And if you've got any other if you've got products that you use for waterproofing, do share them, because it's always great to hear, you know, what other people are using and doing. So I'm just going to close my machine up, and then I'm going to put 3 capfuls of this into my soap drawer. And it is important that you don't try and think, oh yeah, I'm just going to wash 5 items in one go. Just do it as per the instructions of just, you know, 2 garments at a time. So 3, and it also the amount you use, and it is, the directions are quite specific on the bottle, depends on your water type. So if you've got soft water, then you can just use 2 capfuls. I'm going to set my machine onto 30 easy care, and I'm not going to go for speed perfect. I'm just going to leave it to do its thing on a sort of slightly longer setting, and just now turn that on and leave it to do its thing. The great thing about using this is you don't need to dry the items and then use that. You can just then put that in and put them on for another wash. And yes, you are, you know, it's going to take me quite a long time to wash all of that ski gear, but it works. And there's nothing worse, and I've done it, than not waterproofing your ski things or your waterproofs and sitting down on a wet bench, a wet chairlift, whatever it might be, and getting a wet bottom because you've washed them incorrectly. It's horrible. Nobody wants a wet bottom, so it's worth spending the time and just washing them properly, getting them then dry, packing them away, and then you know that they're ready to go next time you want to use them. So that has washed, that has done its thing, and while it was doing that, I went to the hygienist. We've got the most lovely dental practice just down the road. So I went and had my hygienist appointment, which was great. That is done. This is washed. So now I'm going to use the TX Direct Wash In. So this is the waterproofing. And so it's 2 capfuls into the soap drawer. It does say that you should make sure that your soap drawer is nice and clean and not kind of gunked up with like soapy residue. So that's 2 capfuls of that in there, and it smells a little bit chemically, but it's not too bad. And then on a synthetic wash, 30 degrees, and with a low spin. It's quite important that you put it on the low spin so it doesn't spin off all of the waterproofing. So that is something to be you know, really check that you put it on a low spin cycle. So I've just put mine on a 400 spin as opposed to a 1200, and so it will be a little bit wetter. It will take longer to dry, but the waterproofing has worked, and that is the really important bit. This is why we are doing this process. So I'm going to press start and let it do its thing, and then hang it out to dry. The washing machine has finished. So this is the first lot of ski washing. Now it is actually really quite wet. So what I do when it is this wet is I hang it up. I have got there my Sheila's made, and I put a towel down on the floor to catch the drips. So once it's stopped dripping, I can then put it above the agar and it will dry quicker. But for now, it's going up here with a towel underneath because it is quite sodden, but that's what we want. So don't think, oh, I'm going to spin it a bit more. Bowl of dog food by my feet. Hang it up and then, sorry, got my back. And then just put a towel down to catch those drips, and that's the way around it, I find. And so it's time to put some more in, and I'm just going to basically spend most of today washing all the ski gear, but I caught up on all of that kind of household laundry yesterday, and I thought actually it's a really good time just to crack on and get this out of the way, washed, dried and packed away for another year. Oh, and I just thought of something else. If you don't have any products like Nix Wax or something like that, and you have a coat that needs washing, then put it in the washing machine, but don't put any detergent in, and it won't wash as perfectly as it would if you had detergent, but it will wash well enough. And I do that with my horsey coats. I mean, they smell of a muck heap. They're pretty revolting. I might not want to go to the performance of doing the whole kind of Nix Wax thing. I probably wash my coat at least once a month. Otherwise it really does stink. But I don't want to go to the performance of the Nix Wax and this and, you know, drying. I'll just bung it in the washing machine on a normal cycle, but with no detergent. And then you're not breaking down the waterproof properties in that coat. So just don't put any detergent in, and that's another good way of keeping your waterproofs waterproof. So it's been 24 hours or so since I prepared my sweet peas, and I'm now going to plant them. It's a pretty damp, grey, miserable day, but it's lovely to be in the greenhouse doing this. So I'm just going to make a little hole in each of the root trainers, and I will pop my sweet pea seeds in the hole. So I'm going to use, which ones am I going to use first? These are the Spencer Special Mix, and I'm going to put that packet, I'm going to tuck it in if I can, in there, so I know what I have got in this one. And then just drop one sweet pea in each of the holes. My compost is slightly damp. It's not waterlogged, it's not drenched, it's just slightly damp, which is perfect for what we want. And then I'm just going to gently cover them over with a little bit of soil. And that one is done. So now I'm going to move on to Paris's seeds in here. I've got a few left over, but I'm not going to put any extra in because I don't want to have too many sweet peas. So I'm just putting Paris's seeds in exactly the same way. I have got a girlfriend that I will swap things with. So if I have an abundance of sweet peas, then I might give her some, and she might give me some tomatoes, whatever it might be. And it's quite fun to do that if you've got a friend that you can share things with. And now, last but not least, these True Fragrance Mix Climbing Variety. So I shall pop that in there and we know what we have got. there we have it. The sweet peas are finally sown. Better late than never. I'm feeling really pleased that I have got them in. I hope that you have enjoyed this week's video, showing you all sorts from the B&B to washing your outside wear, your ski wear, and a few things that I have bought recently and also been kindly gifted. Please do leave me a comment. Please like this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I am wishing you a happy weekend. Stay safe. Prayers for Russia and the Ukraine, and lots of love to you.